Really quality win. Obviously, there were a bit of danger going into that with having had such a physical game against Harrogate 2 weeks before, then a week off with no game, with the cup being cancelled for the first time. Bit of a worry that we could go over there and maybe coast into that one and come a cropper, maybe like Alnwick did the week before. They were coming off a really good win, but nowhere near. That first half hour is as good as I've seen, never mind been involved with as a player or as a coach. We were really, really, really good. Barely let them touch the ball for half an hour. Phases, loads of patience, not trying to push it, just everyone buying in, forwards and backs linking really well. And obviously got 4 tries and we're almost scoring at like a point a minute throughout that first half an hour, which set the tone for the rest of the game. Fair play to them though. I can see why they've picked up some good results, because they came right back at us. The second we did give them the ball, they looked after it well themselves, had a clear structure to their game, and were really, really game for the rest of the match. From our point of view, we finished with 4 front rowers on the field at the end, but we're actually the one scoring point. So positive day all round, really. 5 points in a potentially tricky fixture, and to score nearly 70 points, but for a rebounded touchline conversion, I don't think we'd have dared ask for that in the morning, but obviously we got it through the lads' hard work and quality performance. Yeah, Andy Roy accused me a couple of weeks ago of sounding like a broken record, saying the same thing every week, but that's because going into most games, we've got the same thing to say. It's another big game. We're playing third in the league. Always tricky and hard to play. I think I tipped them towards the beginning of the season as being there or thereabouts. And through the first 8 games, they are. We know they're going to come down. They're going to challenge us physically. They maul most teams off the park, so we're going to have to be on our toes with that and front up to that challenge. In terms of the backline, they challenge you physically as well. They're not too bothered about getting around the outside. They come through you and test those weak inside shoulders. So another challenge that we're going to have to sort of stand up to. But we should be going into this game bouncing with confidence, because we've gone 8 weeks each week and got the job done. Normally with a bonus point by 1 week. So, we should be stepping onto that field believing that we'll get the job done. We're prepping this week to get the job done, so it'll be all about executing on Saturday, and hopefully come tea time we'll be happy again. Fair play to George Hinchliffe over at Huddersfield. I think he's done a lot of work sort of off his own back to get a genuine second team together this year. They've kind of, the last few years, had a third team and a second team, and it's been sort of 10 or 12 of the same faces fulfilling them fixtures. But George has taken the reins, he's rebranded them as the Wolfpack, and he's done a good job. Similar to ourselves this year, where we've had an influx of numbers to boost our Hawks and get a genuine sort of Hawks team out every week. So it should lead for a good contest on Saturday. George was down a couple of weeks ago with some of the Huddersfield crowd enjoying the pre-match against Harrogate, and rather smugly, I think it's a direct quote this, he looked at me and went, that Harrogate team cancelled on us, so we took 5 points. So now all we have to do to win the league is turn your boys over in a couple of weeks, and they may as well give us the trophy. Something very close to that. So we'll see if George's words come back to haunt him, or if he's a bit of a Nostradamus and his prediction will come true on Saturday. But I think, another derby, another opportunity for our boys to maybe correct some of the things they didn't quite get right against Brods the other week, where they didn't have that derby mentality, but they certainly will do this Saturday. And hopefully it'll be a bumper crowd at the club, with both games being here on Saturday, and an opportunity for us to show all the hard work that's been going on so far this summer, and put our best foot forward with both the first team and the Hawks. So there's a pattern emerging here. It's the quiet ones you've got to watch for. So stars in their eyes, Jake flies under the radar. Nobody maybe picked him before it, ends up winning it. Darts, nobody had Jack Bruce winning it, but he's a secret shark. He's obviously a secret darter. So this week I'm going with someone quiet again. I think Brucey will be there or thereabouts. He's obviously throwing at the targets in his ballpark with having won the darts. But I'll be keeping an eye on who's quietest this week, and it'll probably be them that reigns victorious on Saturday. So another one of the quieter boys, as opposed to the braggadocious ones who'll be saying, I've got this beer pong in my back pocket.